obviously the League of Legends offseason has kind of slowed down a lot over the past couple weeks, especially back from the peak insanity we saw like a month or two ago. That's very natural. All the teams make their roster moves, and then we start getting ready for the next season. But seemingly out of nowhere, over the past couple days, things have started to pick back up a little bit once again. Yesterday, I recorded this video talking about how Jack Spectra, who was set to join Rudy Esports and be their AD carry for next season, he had to cancel those plans because he's going to be joining the LEC broadcast team. That meant that Rudy Esports needed a full new bot lane. And in this video today, we're going to be going over who that AD carry replacement for Jack Spectra is. And I think it's a name that's going to surprise and shock a lot of people. But of course, first, just want to mention real quick, Holy is powering everything we're doing here at Sheep Esports. So make sure you guys definitely go check them out. First link in the description below. You can use discount code SE5 to get €5 off your first purchase, or SE10 to get 10% off your entire basket. Holy, great tasting energy drinks that are also healthier than the competition. So thank you to them, and hopefully you guys do check them out and maybe buy yourself some great tasting energy drinks. With that being said, let's get right into this today. And I couldn't believe this news when I saw it. When I see, LEC Wooloo had tweeted this out and he had pinged us and been like, "Hey guys, big story. You might want to make some content about this." And I definitely did want to make some content about this. He tweeted out, or Sheep Esports tweeted out, the report from LEC Wooloo. He tweeted out that AD carry Hamza is set to join Rudy Esports in the NLC instead of Jack Spectra. Now, again, when I was talking about Jack Spectra being replaced yesterday, I was saying how it was going to be very, very hard to replace him, because not only is Jack Spectra a very talented player and a guy who many people think maybe could and maybe should be in the LEC right now, he's also, a pretty good content creator, very well spoken, and obviously this Rudy Esports team, yeah, they want to be competitive, yeah, they want to win games, but they also want to create content and be streamers and be, making YouTube videos and all that stuff, and Jack Spectra fit in with that perfectly. A very high-level player who wants to coach and wants to educate and wants to entertain. But yeah, so that was going to be very, very hard to replace for on the Rift and off the Rift stuff. Now, who they have gotten in Hamza, I have to be honest, I don't think I've ever seen any of this guy's content too much. I don't think I've ever tuned into a stream or a YouTube video or whatever, but I've seen tons of clips of him. Obviously, he seems like a very, very goofy guy. He tries to be really funny. He tries to entertain. He tries to do a lot of those good things. He's a popular streamer. So this is a big pickup for Rudy in that way. But obviously, on the Rift, I do think he's going to be a pretty significant downgrade from Jack Spectra. But that's not really Rudy Esports' main kind of concern, I don't think, at the end of the day. So let's get into this article a little bit that we have here before we can get into some of those reactions. This is sources. Hamza set to join Rudy Esports instead of Jack Spectra. So Rudy Esports and the NLC as a whole have been making waves this offseason after Sheep Esports reported an early roster plan featuring Perks, Yanko's leader, Jack Spectra, and Nash. Fans were excited to see the team compete against Cadrill's fan favorite Los Ratones in the NLC. However, with Jack Spectra deciding to join the LEC broadcast next year and become a Team Heretics content creator, Rudy pivoted to a new AD carrying support, still focused on maximizing content and fan appeal. So, Hamza, a Yemeni American streamer and YouTuber known for playing Draven, had been bootcamping in EUS for the past couple months. With 200,000 followers on Twitch, he'll be able to take advantage of the new ERL rules permitting point of view streams of tournament games. He won't be the only large streamer competing in the league. Obviously, we have the Baus and tons of other massive names competing in the NLC now. He's been dominating the conversation about his team well before the start of the competitive season. At 24 years old, Rudy will mark Hamza's first ever esports competition experience. However, the player is not unfamiliar with the scene, as he has long been an avid esports viewer with a strong desire to compete. He will be the player with the least experience on this team. Obviously, Hamza is in an ideal roster to learn quickly from his highly experienced teammates. Now, do I think guys like Perks and Yankos I think they're going to be out there, kind of trying to teach and coach Hamza a ton? Maybe. It depends how kind of committed they are to this. But could it be a also place where they get really frustrated with him, or is he the perfect fit? I don't know. People are saying, there was like stories and comments about Perks getting tilted this past season and all that stuff, and now people are saying, oh, now Perks is all of a sudden going to be playing top lane with Hamza as his AD carry. This could be maybe a recipe for a little bit of a disaster, but it could also be a recipe for a ton of content. I can already imagine, Yanko's Perks leader just flaming this guy, him talking trash back, it being some banger content. It could be super funny, could be super hilarious. I can't wait to see how this is all going to go. But what's also interesting and kind of funny here is that we do have Jojo Pune coming over from the LCS to the LEC as like this NA import, and now we have a second North American player coming over to Europe as an import as well, and one that was really shocking, really surprising. So we'll have to see, how well Jojo does in the LEC, but also now how well Hamza's going to do in the NLC as well, and see, how well these American players are going to be able to, Jojo's not American, but these North American players are going to be able to come over to Europe and take over, content-wise and on the Rift as well. But yeah, I could not not believe this. I didn't know who the replacement for this bot lane was going to be. I would have never, you could have given me a million guesses. I would have never guessed that Hamza was going to be the guy, but this is the direction they've chosen to go, and I think this is going to be very, very, very interesting. It's a much, much, much different direction than this team was looking and going with Jack Spectre as their AD carry, but that doesn't mean it's necessarily better or worse, because like I said, yes, they are much worse now competitively overall, I'm sure, at least I would have to imagine, but the entertainment factor, the name value, the viewership they're now bringing over could be, pretty significant in a very, very different way. So we'll have to see how that all goes. In the bot lane, he'll be joined by a former LEC player in the support position, with details to be revealed by Sheep Esports in the coming days. We'll have to wait and see there. But again, this is that new look Rudy Esports team for 2025. Perkz, Jankos, Leader, Hamza, and a question mark support that hopefully we'll have a video coming out very, very soon showing you guys who that man is going to be. Again, I have no idea. I haven't heard. I haven't seen. We'll have to wait. I'm kind of waiting on the edge of my seat just like you guys. And it should be very, very interesting to see. Hopefully it's another big name. Hopefully it's somebody interesting. Hopefully it's somebody entertaining. Hopefully it's somebody that will add to the overall content creation of this. And again, also overall add to the rivalry that this team will undoubtedly have with Los Ratones, of them both wanting to not only win games and win the NLC and get to, EMEA Masters, because that'll be a whole nother content series and a whole nother chance for them to get huge viewers, but also to be the most entertaining and the most, highly viewed team in the NLC as well, and hopefully inspire more teams and more players to do like stuff like this in the future, and hopefully eventually inspire NA to kind of kick their butts into gear and actually start doing some stuff as well, because right now LEC is kind of dominating the headlines, dominating the offseason stuff. But there were tons of replies to this Sheep Esports tweet. Obviously, we had LCS EV showing, I believe, a clip where he killed Hamza or something like that. Doc Respawn saying this is going to be content. Dumb saying, what the fuck? NLC can have more viewers than the LEC at this point. Hamza himself tweeting out, playing against washed EU pros, in this picture that says, I lower the rim and pretend I'm LeBron for hours, which is absolutely hilarious. Okay, this EU importing NA talent thing has gone too far now. Super, super, super funny. Hamza's been tweeting out a ton about this. Again, this guy's 45,000 followers on Twitter. He said it's my time to shine. We also got Dom's reaction to this as well, because again, Dom is the owner or co-owner or whatever this team with I believe Yamato and Rudy himself, obviously. Him saying trust the vision, but then people also kind of cooking them in replies saying trust the vision with the blind guy, obviously. Hamza saying let him know, Unk. Nick Itch saying Perkz finding out his AD carries Hamza, not Jack Spectra. Like I said, yeah, definitely a very, very big change. This guy said might as well get Dantes in the jungle at this point, which is absolutely hilarious as well. But yes, absolutely shocking. Really, really, really funny, really interesting. Can't wait to see how this goes. This could be insane. It could be awesome. It could be hilarious, or this could be an absolute dumpster fire of an experiment that maybe only lasts, one split. Who knows? I have no idea how this is going to go, but I have a feeling it's going to be cinema, and I can't wait to see, what the rest of this lineup is going to look like, and then how it all comes together, and just, yeah, the NLC is going to be must-watch League of Legends at this point, and that's something that I guess I never thought that I would say. But the pretty much this video today, guys. Hopefully catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.